Hey, everybody. I can't tell if my camera's on or not, but just let me know. All right. I'm not sure if the camera's on. My bad. So I'm not sure why. I've never used live streaming on YouTube before. But that's okay. If it's not on, we'll still figure it out. All right. So, hi. How you doing? I'm not sure. Will you tell me in the comments if my camera's on? It's not showing that it's on right now. Yeah, no. Let me see. I'll probably figure that out. Um, let's see. I have no idea why the camera's not on. But that is okay. I'm sorry you can't see me, but it is me, Christian from My Kid Brother, and I'm getting ready. We're getting ready. Me, Fearless Records, or me and Fearless Records, our band, My Kid Brother, are getting ready to premiere. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Yeah. If anybody has any idea how I can turn that on, that would be awesome. But no big deal if not. So you listened to the new song last night. Thank you, Marissa. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I am currently, right now, away from the band. They're back in Leesburg, Virginia, and I am in the Outer Banks in North Carolina on a short vacation. So I figured I would still log in and say hey to everybody. So give a little background on this music video you're going to see. We're premiering it at 2:00. So I'm just going to hang out with y'all and talk and, answer any questions, or if you want to make any comments, feel free. I would love that. And so the premieres for our new single called High Society. The music video, when we were working with the film team, we were coming up with ideas for how to go ahead and, oh, thank you. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. That was a really fun video to make. For High Society, we we were thinking of ideas kind of going along with the lyrics. When we had written the song, we wrote it in studio with our producer. It was kind of based off an idea from writing sessions that we had. And the concept is kind of like a not really understanding the not understanding kind of that upper echelon of people. None of the folks in the band were ever like born with a ton of wealth or born into wealth or anything, or have a ton of wealth. And so kind of like that, not being able to understand that point of view, but then also, once being signed to Fearless, we had to go out to like Los Angeles, which is kind of a hub for a lot of those people. The people at the record label, though, are not at all like those types of people. They're incredibly kind, incredibly down to earth. But the song is really just like a basic idea of like, the duality of those two concepts of like not understanding that quote unquote high society, but also trying to be more empathetic to it. So for the music video, we wanted to do something. We kind of tend to do things that are like goofy because I think we're all pretty goofy people, try not to take ourselves too seriously and just have a lot of fun. And my band, or in the band, Piano, who plays keys, and she's also a singer with me. She has a background in film. Thank you, Marissa. She has a background in film, and I also have a background in film. So a lot of these times when we get to make music videos, we get really, really excited to kind of get really creative. And so the team that was that we used to create this music video to film it, and we had a call with them, and the thank you, Brianna. The they kind of had some concepts, you know, along the lines of like a basic idea of what we wanted, and we bounced through ideas of like we're like, okay, high society. What if we were at a a really classy resort and we're the waiters and everybody's like turning up their noses to us, and then we just start wrecking shit and having fun, and we're like, okay, that's a cool idea. And then their second idea was like, what if we were going around um in like a really beat up car, and as we went around in this car we were picking up members of the band who were kind of working for, you know, in jobs that cater to the high society, and we're like, okay, you know, that's fun too. But then the final idea for the music video, one that the production team was like, I don't know if you'd be interested in this, we like fell in love with, which is what we decided to go with. And so it was it's basically a, if you've ever read The Most Dangerous Game, where the the people hunting are hunting humans, we thought that that would be a really funny concept, and if we were being hunted, but instead of you know, getting absolutely massacred like we did in our Spilt Salt video, we decided that we were going to be the ones that do the massacring in retaliation. So I'm really excited for everybody to see it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Brianna said, do you and the band enjoy acting in these movies, or is it a little out of your comfort zone? No, honestly, we absolutely love acting in these. It's one of our favorite things to do. We get really hyped for it. And all of the production teams that we've used to do this are awesome. You know, I think none of us really have an issue with acting. I think we all really enjoy it. And especially since these are such like loose, there's not really scripts, more or less treatments. We get to really like kind of do a lot of what we want, as long as we stay in the in the central idea of whatever we're shooting. Constance, what is your favorite scene in the music video? Ooh. So my favorite scene in this music video is when I chop off Richard's leg, which becomes stuck in a bear trap, and it looks brutal. So like our last video, there is a ton of blood in this one. Mike said, so is there any way if you can share if Graves is on the upcoming album? I can't share that. I that's a throwback to the our very, very first album. I love that song, and I think that with a lot of these songs, if I were you, I would have hope for the future. I'll say that much. Because like on our EP, we re-recorded some of the songs from our very first album, and then on this album, our first LP with Fearless, we are like with Spilt Salt, we're releasing songs and like kind of rewriting and re-going about those older songs from our first album. So I would say definitely, you know, look forward to the future. Yeah, I know, poor Richard gets his leg lopped off, and the film team, they had this guy Chris, who was doing all of their like you know, prosthetics, blood, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, how realistic can we make a leg cutting off look? And then when he had it all set up, I was like, oh man, it was like, it threw me off. It got my wires crossed. I was like, that looks like a leg. Marissa, is all this killing / blood foreshadowing something cool for Halloween? What are you guys going to do to top this? That's a really good question. To top it, man, I really would love to, because I'm a huge horror fan. I would say almost everybody in the band is a huge horror fan. And we kind of had that idea too. We're like, what if for every music video, we just keep going further and further and further? So I would say in the future, I can't imagine we won't do more bloody horror stuff. Mike, It is by far the best one live. Richard goes hard with the solo. I've seen you guys the last 2 years in Leesburg. Awesome. That's so cool, Mike. Thank you. Yeah, that Richard does go hard on that solo. Yeah, and it's such a super fun one to play. I get to switch to bass and kind of, kind of relax a little bit. Sometimes I'll just sit down while I'm playing the very beginning of it. When does new album drop? I believe it is in October. I believe it's October 7th or 8th. I should probably know that. I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't. No, I'm just kidding. But I believe it's October 7th or 8th. And we're really excited because it's 11 songs total. And we're really, really proud of this album. We worked with a guy named Eric Palmquist from Palmquist Studios in LA. And he was just absolutely amazing to work with. Such a cool dude, such a good mind for music and how to kind of like go about new ideas. I don't know you guys, but I think it's going to be a good song. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, well, hopefully you like it and hopefully you'll keep listening. Christian, the drama actor. Yeah, honestly, in my past, I was in pretty much every play and musical in high school. Got a lead role a few times. I really liked it a lot. I went to school for film. Went to college for film because I really liked the acting side, and I figured if I knew more about the behind the camera side, it would kind of like help me more so with the acting side. My favorite horror movie, I would say it's actually one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and it is the Evil Dead remake, the one from 2013. It is that, I think, in my opinion, that is just the most perfect for what I like. That is just the absolute perfect horror film. It has everything. It's like, I saw it in theaters. I saw it the day it came out because I'm a huge fan of the originals, Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. And so, a remake of that, I was like, there's no way I'm not seeing this as soon as I can. I would say either that, Evil Dead, or this is a weird one, but maybe The Conjuring 2. Or It, the remake of It was super good. I think that there's so many good films. I think as far as like what is a whole top to bottom great film. You're from Costa Rica. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the comment. Thanks for tuning in. Will you guys be playing this new song on your upcoming tour? Oh yeah, I'm sure that we will. Yeah, this song, it's we've kind of been working out how we want to do it live. And so we've been working around a couple ideas, but this upcoming tour, we start in Denver on the 22nd of October. And we'll play it on this tour for sure. Conjuring 2 is the best. Yes, it is. It's so good. I liked it. I didn't like it so much more than the first one, but I liked it. I liked it as much as the first one, slightly better. First one was great too. Samantha, I love you. Your voice, thank you so much. I love you too, Samantha. That's really nice of you to say. I really appreciate that. Patrick doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh no. Oh, Brandon and Patrick. Hey. Oh man, for some reason that didn't connect for me. It's so good though. Conjuring 2 is so good. It's like one of my absolute favorite films. That, and also Stanley Kubrick, The Shining is also great. Mike, my girlfriend, wants to know how you guys feel about Potatoes. Also, The Nun is a great movie too if you haven't seen it. I have seen The Nun and it is a great movie. It didn't get great critic reception, but I loved it. How I feel about potatoes? Potatoes are great. I think that they're one of the most versatile foods. You can do pretty much anything with them. I eat a good bit of potatoes. I like potatoes a lot. What is your favorite band? My personal favorite band, I think consistently, is Modest Mouse, or so it's tough because there's so much good music. Modest Mouse, or just as an artist, David Bowie. I've been listening to David Bowie almost my whole life. My mom was really, really into David Bowie. Don't forget Annabelle. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? Annabelle Creation might be in my top 3 now that you mention it. Annabelle Creation was absolutely bonkers. Favorite zombie film? My favorite zombie film is, it's not really zombies technically, but The Crazies, movie from I think 2009. Timothy Olyphant was in it. Really great movie. I saw Modest Mouse live, and they didn't play Float On. Ah, that's kind of a bummer. That is a classic. They probably got so because it was like their one that really launched them into stardom. I feel like they probably got sick of playing it, but that's still a bummer. Do you like being? Do you like Bring Me the Horizon and Sleeping with Sirens? I don't. I'm not familiar. I probably should be. Oh yeah, Brianna. Sorry. Let's watch the video. You're right. Thank you, Brianna. All right, it is 2 o'clock, so I'm going to end the stream and then the video will play. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy it.